the April 9th election started today. Voters have between now and April 2nd to head to the polls. Polls are open from 8:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. except Sunday. So check with your parish registrar of voters for more information. In the race for the White House, there are 3 Democratic caucuses. They're in Washington State, Alaska, and Hawaii. In Washington State, people gathered in schools, churches, and community centers across the state to voice their preference for either Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. Officials say more than 150,000 people pre-registered to participate, and more than 35,000 early votes have already been cast, leading to record-breaking numbers. Both candidates held rallies throughout the state this past week. More arrests have been made in connection to the terror attacks in Brussels. It's been nearly a week since those attacks. Jeremy Roth has more on who police have in custody.
31 people killed and more than 300 others injured in Tuesday's deadly terrorist attacks in Brussels. So far, Belgian authorities say they've arrested and charged one man, Faisal C., with terrorist murder, attempted terrorist murder, and participation in terrorist activities. Faisal C. was arrested Thursday following a shootout with police in the Belgian district of Schaerbeek. 3 others have also been arrested and charged with participating in the activities of a terrorist group. 2 more were released after being questioned in connection with the attacks.
We are still all over the country in threat level 3. There are inquiries, important inquiries going on. For these inquiries, we need a lot of police capacity all over the country.
Hours after Tuesday's bombings, French National Police issued a warrant for this man, who they believe was involved in the terrorist attacks. Authorities described 28-year-old Naeem Al-Hamed as very dangerous and probably armed. The attacks, the primary focus of President Obama's weekly address. Obama also spoke out about the recent death of one of ISIS top leaders.
We're going to continue to root out and defeat ISIL. We've been taking out ISIL leadership, and this week we removed one of their top leaders from the battlefield permanently. We're also working to disrupt plots against the United States and against our friends and allies.
I'm Jeremy Roth, reporting.
And another historic trip to the island nation of Cuba. The British rock band, the Rolling Stones, performed there Friday, and the show was free. It started off with Mick Jagger and crew singing the band's classic, Jumpin' Jack Flash. The British rockers are the first major international band to play there since the Cuban Revolution almost 60 years ago. Clayton, could you imagine in Cuba listening to Mick Jagger?
Not at all, Adriana. That's a fantastic look. Tomorrow, I know you all have plans to dress in your best, Easter best on Sunday. Great suits, and we're talking about some pretty dresses as well. But you want to add umbrellas to that situation tomorrow. Maybe some even rain bonnets and some rain boots for the area for your dress tomorrow as you head out, because we have some higher rain chances coming up on the way for the area. Rain chances will be increasing because this warm front will be moving to the north. And right now we have some offshore activity, rain and storms, but those will eventually pull onshore mainly after midnight tonight. Cloudy skies, though, persisting. We do have that large cluster of storms working to the northeast. Most of that headed towards the Florida Panhandle. For us, we see cloudy skies, overcast skies. That situation continues tonight as well. But again, those weather chances for rainfall increasing overnight and Easter Sunday. Stormy with an isolated, strong, gusty storm possible for some spots. Mainly, I think, before noon. I think afternoon we'll see more scattered activity and rain potential between 1 and 3+ inches possible for the entire viewing area. Here's how everything sets up. Again, that warm front pulling to the north, that will continue to increase and pump the moisture chances in for the area through tomorrow afternoon. A cold front will also be approaching from the west. With that cold front approaching and passing, we're looking at decreasing rain chances late Sunday night into early Monday. A closer timing for us, midnight tonight. Small areas of scattered rain and storms approaching by 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. That rain chance increasing. You can see some heavy rainfall potential here. We're looking towards 10 o'clock. It doesn't look like much activity here on the North Shore, but this activity surely could be displaced from the South Shore to the North Shore, Mississippi Gulf Coast. So make sure you tune into meteorologist Jesse Venturella in the morning hours on Sunday. He'll get you out the door dry, at least prepared for the wet weather. Into Sunday afternoon, see how the storms start to break up. So I think we'll see scattered activity. That potential continues, and then we'll see a slow lightening of the rainfall and rain action as we head into Sunday night. That's because that front will be approaching and passing through. Most of the heaviest moisture working off to the east. Rain potential, again, accumulation-wise, between 1 and 3 inches for a lot of spots across the area. Also, that interest for an isolated, strong or gusty wind situation tomorrow. that main risk of slight storms will be around Tennessee and stretching towards the Ohio and mid-Tennessee valley. So we'll be watching out for that. Our high today was 76, the normal. 74, the record 84 right now at the airport, 76 degrees, still sitting at that high temperature. Winds east-northeast at 14 miles per hour. On the South Shore, we have that low to mid-70 range, 74 for Belle Chase, mid and upper 70s for the North Shore. That's where they saw a little bit more sunshine this afternoon. Mississippi Gulf Coast, lower 70s, so a mild setup for everyone. The winds out of the east, some southeasterly winds for us as well, between 10 and 20 miles per hour. So for tonight, mid and upper 60s. That's for both the North and the South Shore. 64 to 69 for the South Shore. Increasing rain chances after midnight. Here's your 7-day forecast. After Sunday, we're looking at drier conditions on Monday. Tuesday, just an isolated rain chance, but the next disturbance rolls in. Those rain chances going up starting Wednesday, and they'll linger through the end of the week, Adriana, along with those rain chances going up. Temperatures also approaching the 80-degree mark.
So it'll be nice and wet and humid and warm.
Yeah, but you know what? The good news is for Sunday, people are asking, is it going to be a washout? No. So the question is, can we get the Chris Owens Easter Parade off by 1 o'clock? We might be able to do that, so we'll keep our eyes on it.
All right, we're holding it to you, holding you to it.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Clayton.
Well, next in sports, the LSU Tigers are in College Station trying to win a series over the Texas A&M Aggies.